Hey everyone, I'm Nikki.
And I'm Niall.
And we're so excited to have you be part of Building Our Bundle. This is the first session of our 6-week program, and we're going to be spending today talking a little bit about what Building Our Bundle means and how we're going to get started. So every week you can expect a video from us that is introducing the topic for the week, guiding you through the self-reflection activities, and giving you a photo challenge prompt. Every week you'll have an opportunity to win a prize from Finding Our Power Together for your photo challenges, which each have a different theme. We're excited to see the photos that you take of your community and would love to be able to share them with other youth across Turtle Island. So this week we're going to talk a bit about what a bundle means and what it can mean for you as you move through this program and throughout your life. We have Niall here who's going to do a bit of a teaching on his bundle, and also we're going to guide you through a bit of a self-reflection activity.
Miigwech. Wish ko say Migize, my name to creation, Whistling Eagle, or Migize. And, I'm actually really humbled to be, sharing a little bit about what it means to, build your bundle. I've been building my bundle my entire life because I'm what's called a traditional helper. And I've been, just kind of like volunteering at different ceremonies since I was a little kid. And that's actually when I really started building my bundle. One of the first things given to me was actually a smudge pen and a little tiny bit of sage, and that was one of the first things that I received for my bundle. And one of my teachers, his name is traditional healer James Carpenter, has this amazing story about his first bundle item. And it was simply just a handkerchief. As you can see, we put our bundles on blankets, but his first bundle item was a blanket to put all of his stuff on. So, a bundle is it's almost like my best friend, I guess. And these are my best friends. I utilize them a lot in not only ceremony, but my own personal ceremonies, and even in my personal meditations when things were just kind of going awry in my head. It's always been there. It's kind of like I'm picking it all back up again, and like I truly do mean, these are my best friends for life, and they're always going to be there, even if I decide to put it down for a little while. That's okay, because that best friend will never turn its back on me. So, I'm really grateful and that I got to receive all this stuff. One of the first big ceremonies that I volunteered for when I was a little kid, it must have been around 11 or 12. I actually came to where we're sitting now, Six Nations, and I was volunteering for a Sundance ceremony. And I didn't know anything about it really. I just knew that I loved firekeeping and that I could help out that way. And so I was not only doing firekeeping, but I was also doing security for the Sundance. And at the end of the Sundance, this really amazing Nokomis, or grandmother, noticed that I was, really diligent in my work and really, caring about my duty of working security. I guess I might have took it a little too seriously, but she actually passed me my first medicine bag, and to this day I still carry it with me, and I really consider this like my best friend. Now I actually carry one of my pipes, Huagin, in it. So it's a journey, but you got to start somewhere, and it could be as simple as a smudge pen or a handkerchief and a little tiny bit of smudge. One of my go-to bundle items as well, that I consider one of my main helpers, is something to draw with, because I love drawing. And yeah, that's it for now. Miigwech.
So we've designed this program as a way for us to be able to pick up our bundle. And, the way that we've been thinking about a bundle is that it is a physical object or a physical collection of objects, but it's also something that you carry inside you. And so throughout the next 6 weeks, we're going to be, talking about different activities and different skills that you can help to develop, your spirit and your mind and to deal with your emotions in a good way, so that, you have those tools whenever you need them. This week's activity is really a way for you to start building that bundle in a really tangible way. And so this week we want you to spend some time somewhere in your community. If you live in a place where there's beautiful environment like where we are at right now, go onto that land and spend some time and try not to be distracted. Try to just be for a moment. You can put a timer on your phone for a few minutes just to like sit quietly and just try to calm your mind a little bit. And then, when you're in that space, you might want to look on the land and see if you're drawn to anything. Particularly if you see any stones or twigs or pieces from the land that you might want to carry with you to remind you of that kind of serenity you might feel when you're on the land. And to select that object to carry with you. So we have some tokens here, and this is what the activity is for this week, is to find a grounding token. So grounding is really a mental health practice or a spiritual mindfulness practice where you are able to bring yourself back to the present moment, which might mean just taking a minute, taking in the smells of your environment, taking in the sights of your environment. What do you see? What do you hear? Right now we're hearing birds chirping. We're feeling a slight breeze in the air. We can smell sweetgrass that's growing just over there. And that mindfulness to be able to sort of bring yourself back into the present moment, into the here and now, can sometimes allow you to just take a minute of rest to recover from how your thoughts and emotions might be spinning out of control. And one way we can do that is by using a grounding token. So this is my grounding token. It is a part of my bundle. And it's just a stone that I found when I was last visiting my home community. So I'm from Constance Lake First Nation, which is in Treaty 9 territory in Northern Ontario, but I currently live in Toronto, and I have lived in Toronto my entire life. And I've often felt disconnected from my territory and disconnected from my family and my ancestors. And so the last time I was home, I felt drawn to this rock, this grandfather. And it came from a place in my community that is a place where boats go off onto the river system, and my family have traveled that river system since time immemorial. And so to me, this token represents my connection to that place and also to my ancestors. So, I can really feel connected in that way when I just kind of think in the present moment and try to think about where this grandfather has been before it's come into my life. And so we want you to try to practice that this week by finding a grounding token for yourself. And when you do find that grounding token, just sitting with that token and seeing if you can remain in the present moment and connecting with the token. So you want to connect with the token physically. So I can feel that the way that this curves to my hand. I can feel the smoothness of the rock. I can feel that it has kind of a cool temperature when I touch it. I can connect with it emotionally. So when I am holding the token, I can think about what I'm feeling in my body. So I'm feeling kind of a calm. I'm feeling a bit of a warm feeling inside. I can also connect with it mentally by, thinking about it and connecting with it in my mind. Thinking about what it represents to me, thinking about the connection I want to have with it. And then I can also connect with it spiritually, by really trying to honor the spirit of this rock. And I might want to think about where this rock has been before it's come to me, the memories that it holds, the knowledge that it holds within this rock. And so when you bring something like a grounding token into your life, into your bundle, you treat it as though it is a best friend or a family member. You care for it, you ensure that it's safe. We have different places for our bundle items to sit so that they're covered and they're secure, like in a warm blanket. And so you might want to keep that in mind when you're choosing a token. How are you going to care for this token over the course of the next 6 weeks and potentially onward? You might want to hold this token in your pocket so that when you're feeling those feelings that feel like they're overwhelming, you can just reach into your pocket and just hold it. And no one needs to even see that you're doing that. This is just for you, and you don't have to share it with anyone. This is just your own tool to be able to ground yourself when things seem to be getting out of control. So this week, the teaching is about bundles and grounding with a grounding token. You're going to spend time finding a token, connecting with that token mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. And then our photo challenge this week is for you to find a place on the land where you feel like you can just be yourself and take a picture of that place. It could be a place where you feel comfortable. It could be a place on the land. If you don't have a place where you feel that way in your community, what would that place look like? You might want to draw something or find an image online that represents that place, and share it with us by sending it to Finding Our Power Together or tagging us on your posts on Instagram or Facebook. So next week, we're also going to be talking about honoring our values. We'll have some more teachings to share, and we're really excited to have you follow along with us. Miigwech, and talk to you soon.
Miigwech, Bamampi Guapniman.